I saw my people by the relief office. I saw my people as they stood there hungry. I stood there wondering, is this land really made for you and me? All the millionaires, this land is your land. This land is my land. From California, Long Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made. I hope you're ready to welcome Bernie and Becca here, our heroes. The next Congresswoman from Vermont. It's about damn time. So this was my favorite verse. So I went a-walking, I saw a sign there, and on the sign it said, no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. Well, that sign was made for me. All right, folks, this land is your land. This land is my land. From California to Long Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for me. One more. This land is your land. This land is my land. Can't ever stop me as I go walking down the Freedom Highway. Nobody living can ever make us turn. This land is your land. This land is my land. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made. Bernie Sanders, folks, give it up. Stand up. Welcome to Montpelier. This together, so one more together. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Thank you.
Montpelier. You guys hear me? Great. Let's give it up for the Western Terrestrials. Thank you. And I hope everybody got something to eat. Thank you to the Mill Market for being here and providing us some food. For putting on an absolutely spectacular Vermont summer day. So it's great to be here with all of you. My name is Katie Van Haste. I am part of Team Bernie, but I am also excited to be here today on behalf of Team Becca. So I started my career in Vermont politics 20 years ago. And in that time, we have had 2 opportunities for an open seat in Congress. In fact, this is only the 3rd time in my lifetime that has been the case. So it is so exciting that we have the opportunity to elect a new member of Congress to represent Vermont in Washington. And I can't think of a better person to do that job than Becca Balint. We have a great group of speakers here for you who can tell you about Becca, the work she's done in the legislature, her time as a teacher, and working to represent Vermont as pro tem of the Vermont State Senate. They're going to do a great job telling you about why she can bring her courage, her kindness, and her ability to come together while staying strong in the fight for justice. That work, taking that work from here at the State House and bringing it to Washington, D.C. So before I give the microphone over to Esther, I'm just going to tell you one more thing. So in my day job, part of my job is working for that guy over there, Senator Sanders. Woo! On behalf of all of you here in Vermont. And what I know, and I think all of you know, is that while a really important part of a member of Congress's job happens in D.C., another really important piece of what they do is right here in Vermont. We know laws don't pass in a day, but part of what a member of Congress does is make sure that Vermonters get the help they need here at home with the federal government. And I know Becca is going to commit the energy to make sure that every Vermonter, regardless of who they vote for, regardless of their political party, gets the help they need with the federal government. She is the right person to do that work. So with that, let me turn it over to Esther, and thank you all for being here.
Good afternoon, all. It's so good to see you. So good to be here on behalf of Becca. Yes. I am Esther Charleston, a first-generation Haitian-American working mom, a member of the Middlebury Select Board, and a Vermonter by choice. Gave me insight into the leader she is and the leader she will be in Washington. She is who I want to represent Vermont in Congress. So if you're here today and you want to volunteer, see the folks with the blue shirts, if you want to give $5, $10, or $5,000, I don't know, please, let us all support the one and only Becca Balint. Thank you. And now we have Chris.
Wow. Everybody hear me? Yeah, so my name's Chris Doobie. I'm the Professional Firefighters of Vermont president, and I represent, approximately 250 full-time career firefighters in the state. One of the questions I get asked quite often is, how do I get the support of the professional firefighters? How do I get your endorsement? And I tell them our philosophy. It's the IAFF's philosophy and the PFFV's. And it's simple. We support those who support us. Nothing more, nothing less. So going into this race, we held a forum right up here in Montpelier, invited all of the candidates. We're not partisan. The firefighters are not partisan. We want those to support us. So we had all the candidates in, asked them all the same questions. And there were two that stood out. I'm not going to lie to you. There was two that stood out. And what it came down to was who has actually demonstrated that they legislate for us. And that person's been Becca.